Hi there, I'm the Cinema Snob. Hey guys, it's Kronos. I'm here at fabulous Collinsville, Illinois for Animestl. This is my very first convention. I am, of course, going as the Cinema Snob. And I'm hoping to get a chance to meet the Brad Jones and the Nostalgia Critic today with any luck. Hopefully I can get a picture and do a vlog and keep you guys informed. Alright, let's do this. Everything in line. I think I am very much in my element here. Wild. This is just crazy.
Oh, he's crazy, he's goofy. But now Optimus Prime just died. But he came back. And you're goofy about it. Next. We can't. How do you know it? The only thing we can do is thank you so much. Oh, what's that?
Oh my god! So awesome.
You're that guy?
It's Julian. And Brad Jones has destroyed the microphone. Technology fail.
Talks about Twilight. Jake from the voice of Rob on 80s Dan, but you probably more so know him as guy who I sent to go see Smurfs. Who also saw Smurfs and Chipwrecked.
Oh!
Ooh. Tree of Life.
Created their own Tree of Life. Don't you remember?
Who was the one who saw Mr. Popper's Penguins?
That was me. If you gotta ask, it was me.
You saw some of Mr. Popper.
I saw a little bit of the movie, but I had a much better show going on behind me.
This is basically just going to work as a Q&A. If anyone has any questions, we will definitely do our best to answer. But anyone have any questions? So you've got scenes where this character is spliced in with Pierre Kirby, and he's talking to her, but she's not saying anything back. He's like, "So, I'm on the case. Do you have any information for me?" And she's like, like that. Okay then, thanks. So there's one more left, and I'll be getting to that soon.
Excellent.
I had a lot of free time. I was working a job that I only had to be there like 3 hours out of the day. So at the time, back then, no one was really doing anything really comedic with exploitation movies, and that's definitely my genre. That's what I like. So I wanted to do something with that, and then we have a very, very snobby film commission in Springfield that I've had to deal with sometimes. So I kind of wanted to lampoon that a little bit, mixed in with like the Roger Ebert Friday the 13th Part 4 video where he's just belligerently angry. And Friday the 13th 4. Like, he's more angry at that review than Jason Voorhees is in the movie. Jason Voorhees is killing people. Like, it was just cartoonishly angry at this thing. So I was like, I can try to do something with that. And so that's what it was. I made some videos, I put it up, and the fan base slowly but surely started happening. But I just liked doing it, so I kept doing it. And again, like I said, I had a lot of free time, so it gave me something to do when I wasn't working or shooting a movie. Pretty good stuff with the character, like stuff like Maniac, stuff like Cannibal Holocaust. stuff that I genuinely like and I get to play up, like the this is no Citizen Kane. I really get to play like with pieces and stuff like that, or night dreams, ones like that. If I'm really, really tired, I do the porno spoofs. So if I need a break, I do the porno spoofs, and the reason is because those don't take very long to get through. Because really, I just watch the spoof aspect of it. I kind of fast forward through the hardcore stuff because I can't show it. I can't show it on the episode. So like, and there's really nothing in there to make fun of. I mean, sometimes there is, like in Beaver and Buttface, when you spring some girl and stuff like that, or like E.T. the porno and stuff like that. They're setting with this. There's two of them.
They exist.
There's a porno.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Rule
E.T.
34.
Porno, and there's the Lust E.T. And E.T. the porno was much better because E.T. the porno, like they stuck to it, like they were committed to that. Like he's wearing this like trash bag looking creepy ass E.T. costume with like the big eyes and everything, and so they were like really committed to that. And like kudos to these guys in the scene who were, you know, with their stamina and everything, who can last throughout this whole scene. Kudos to that. That takes some doing. You know, they were more committed than Keep Up the Lust, because in Keep Up the Lust E.T., it was a very chintzy looking costume. It was very cheap looking, and the guy loses the costume like halfway through the movie. And like turns into like this muscle bound Brazilian dude. Like boo, stick to it, man. Go all the way. Like, what's so funny about the Brazilian one, though, is you can tell that the actress is so not into it. The guy had to lose the costume because she is creeped out by this E.T. costume, and then the penis, which was two of them. So right there, that was kind of shocking for her.
I was gonna say, what was the one where they were talking out of character and then the one fell off the bed?
Oh, that was bad.
That's right.
Ass is an ass. We're gonna give me some good ass.
What was the worst mainstream movie you've seen recently?
Did I see recently?
That just came out
Last year I said the worst movie I saw last year was Transformers 3. This year, The Devil Inside is awful. That's more of a question for these two. I sent them to worse movies than I have to go see. What was
That's because you're an asshole.
I've officially become Mr. Burns in that episode of The Simpsons where he pays Homer to go do terrible things. You guys see it.
Oh god,
Yeah.
Just do like an impersonation of Mr. Burns right now. Just say, release the hounds.
He's the hounds.
Creepiest fan letter you ever got?
Ooh.
Letter? Not so much a letter.
You got a bag of,
I got a box of manure. You son of a bitch.
This thing was huge. No, I brought it inside because the.
What'd you have for? It was full of manure.
No, it was in the middle of production and it was raining, and I'm thinking, oh, it's props for the movie. I'm like,
It was. Why'd you throw it away?
Noah helped. Spoonie helped
Yeah.
throw it away. And I bring it in, and I've been having grad problems. I was like, son of a bitch, and I open it up. I was like, fucking.
That's awesome. I got a book one time that was called, the title of the book was 100 Photos of Vaginas. So the manure thing, the box of manure, this was when Noah was she lives in New York or something. So it was a very nasty email. Like, she was pissed. She was really pissed. And so I wrote back and said, like, it's just a riff. Like, I'm just kind of ripping through this thing. Like, it wasn't meant to be anything like really, really serious. So that was a weird, like, because she threatened legal action, and that was a weird gray area because we are generally speaking protected by that. But in this particular case, that's a movie that was unfinished and it was never released. It only exists on bootlegs, so the only ways to see it are not necessarily by legal measures. So that was an odd thing. So I got that nasty email, and then a few days later, I got a voicemail from her. So she found my phone number. The voicemail was really nice, which meant that someone probably said like maybe don't curse at him or something like that. So I got this thing, and I was advised to just go ahead and take it down. So I did, which was no big deal because really I had already made what I was going to make for that, so it wasn't like I was really losing anything. So I took it down and I leaked it on YouTube. I leaked it on YouTube and I replaced the video on my site with her email, with the messages, with a really nasty message that she sent me. And then it was really like, recently I got a friend request from her on LinkedIn, which is weird. For one, I didn't know I had a LinkedIn account, and two, I got a friend request from her, so like, all right, so I accepted it. Maybe we're friends now, I don't know. It was just, it just started out because I wanted to put up a vlog because I was behind on work, and I do like at least trying very gimmicky sodas. So like Mountain Dew Whiteout had just come out, so I was like, okay, I'll just do a quick video on this. And I didn't think anything would really come of it, but it got a really strong reaction. So I was like, maybe there's something to this, me just sitting there drinking something. So it worked out, you know, people tended to like it, to like seeing the videos, and, you know, the series works as when I need a filler video. And Flaming Brian's Kitchen comes from, I wanted like sort of a spin-off of that that would be shorter, than an episode of Brad Tries, but different, shot kind of differently, presented a little differently, and basing his reactions off of how hot it is, how hot the sauce is. And Brian, he's a big hot sauce guy, to the point to where sometimes what is really hot to somebody else isn't to him. So I'm filming it and he doesn't have much of a reaction, and I'm like, well, crap. So that's when we have someone on standby. For instance, the episode where you the middle, like I think it's like the last song in it. So I'm sitting there watching it, like taking my notes, and all of a sudden that happens, and like I just freeze and my jaw drops. And I'm like, have you ever been bad touched? And like, what's bad touching? I'm like, so I had to pause it, and I went to go get her. I'm like, you've got to see this. I have to show this to somebody else so I know I'm not crazy. There is such a thing as getting too much material to work with. And that was one of those cases, like, I have way too much to work with here. I don't know what to do. So I was pretty floored by that.
Have you seen Bad Taste, Peter Jackson?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to do a review on it?
Probably not, because I've done stuff that if I were to do Bad Taste, actually that might work. It would be a situation where the character would have to be really snobby about it, like the Maniac episode. He's really snobby because it's not as good as Lord of the Rings. Or The Lovely Bones, or something like that. No. Bad Taste is late 80s. Yeah, late 80s.
I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be?
I did. Brad Jones, I play the Cinema Snob, I play 80s Dan, and I drink old crap.
I'm Ed Glaser, and I produce shows like Preston Adventures, Space Ninja, Ninja the Mission Force, RoboGirl, and I did the English language dub of the Turkish Rambo.
Ninja the Mission Force.
Get Turkish Rambo is very. And pretty much, yeah, basically what this is just a straightforward Q&A if you want to ask stuff about my videos or cinemasnob.com or Darkmaze Studios and stuff like that. It's all neckafterglasses.com, so it's just going to go down. And like I said, it's just a very basic Q&A. If for some reason I don't get to your question, or either of us don't, there is a autograph signing panel right after this. Both these guys have a table as well, so you can go there, ask questions, buy stuff, get autographs, all the good stuff. But with that, second, you know, I adore the Ninja Turtles. I grew up with them. I had all the toys, saw the movies and the cartoons. I mean, just obsessed with them. I mean, but just like Transformers, you know, and stuff, it's stupid. Just say the title. I mean, it's really changing aliens to, you know, or mutants to aliens. Like, oh, this will save it. This will get rid of it. You know, and I, like I said, I adore it. I watched it a million times, but even I just say the title, it's silly. But like I said with the first movie, though, like for this title, I'm like, they did a pretty good job. You know, I gave it a sense of humor. They did have personalities and stuff. But I mean, I'm not someone that's like, no, you can't. How dare you? They're destroyed now. There was a ton to destroy. You know, and I love it. I adore them. But I mean, it's silly. So I'm not like that. Offended or anything like that. So, of course, there. Yeah, you, yeah.
I'm kind of curious, I know some of my friends are, what is each of your favorite girl employees cosplays at this con?
At this con? Okay, let's start looking. Well, female me is pretty hot. We were just talking the other night over drinks. I was actually asking just at cons in general. At this con, I don't know. I haven't seen everybody. I mean, so it's not fair to say. But, you know, I was saying, like, just in general, I was asking some of the artists and stuff, like, you've been to cons and stuff like that. Like, well, what's the cosplay that just gets you, like, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, I was getting some answers, and something I've discovered is that there's three cosplays I find are actually look better on women, even though they originally intended for men. One is Robin, looks so much better on women. Another is Link. And oddly enough, the other is Nostalgia Critic. Just like that looks so much better with boobs. I can't pull that off. No, I think the one that always gets me personally, I mean, is just like, I don't know why. This is always like the case. Every time I see it, I'm just like, you know, oh, because I have a crush on a kid. I love Belle. Every time I see a Belle, like in a blue outfit or a yellow outfit, I'm just like, oh, that's innocence right there. I love it. I love that stuff. You know, that gets me going. How about you?
Oh, the one. Oh man, the one that gets me going. Me. Oh my god.
Hey Jenny, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and please get just totally wasted, just trashed, all that. Watch yourself some Caligula once, twice, in a row the entire night. It'll be the best birthday ever. Thank you very much.
So that's it. That was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. Brad Jones, such a nice guy. So I actually had him record a birthday message for a friend of mine, and he did it once, and I screwed up. I don't know, it didn't record for some reason. So I asked him to do it again, and he actually agreed. He's so cool. Doug Walker, funny as heck too. Oh man, I just had so much fun in that. I don't know why I've never gone to one of these conventions before, but I had a lot of fun. You can see my tag. I'll show it there for the camera. I'm actually driving home, so I probably shouldn't be doing this, but whatever. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I wanted to get this up as soon as I could. You know, hopefully I can edit it together and make something good for you. So, Chronos006, signing off.
Nobody cheers.
Crickets. One guy.